I was very interested in seeing what the 4 original teams that had played in the Summer League as a pilot had done.
Warriors have 12 seconds left to get to the point. They know if they don't touch it, it will be over, so they're going to trickle in one by one.
I knew right away that I wanted to get involved after I saw their streams on Twitch. I love what they were doing in their production value and the professionalism and the players being competitive. So I was kind of like, when can I get started?
All right, our topic for today, if you can see on the board over here and over there, is filling the emotional tank. And I already had one of you guys ask me, what is filling the emotional tank?
Another reason I came to XP League is because of the Positive Coaching Alliance and the values we teach each week, the teamwork, determination, how to win and lose.
So he's showing a lot of respect not only to his teammates, but to the other players' teams. And same thing I said a little earlier, he was encouraging.
I grew up in Catholic schools in Madison and knew that XP League was right in alignment with those values.
You want your teammates to perform the best that they can so that you guys can all be together as a group and that you guys can all be functioning at your very best. And so when
I brought the idea to the college, they were immediately excited about it. They're like, how do I get certified? I want that too.
Giving me a bunch of replays is kind of showing me, hey, I want to get better. And I think the individual coaching is going to be something that really helps out.
We've taken, a high school player and a college player. They're certified PCA, and they get a coach's jersey that they're proud of. They're like, that's even better than what we do. We just kind of do whatever we think is right with coaching, but now you have like a consistent standard to use that is the best, in the industry.
You guys have been working hard. You guys have jerseys today. I'll be handing them out one at a time. First we have J-Maker.
We were very excited to get our own logo. We came up with Madison Marvels. We liked it because it was kind of my vision to have like a space hero. So we wanted to look kind of not male or female, but kind of in between that could relate to anybody. The team behind me is probably our best team. We have like a 1A and a 1B gold teams, and so they're pretty incredible, and I hope they win the whole league this year.
All right, welcome everyone to the Week 3 for XPO Madison Fortnite. This week we have the Madison Marvel Silver team playing against the Hanover Horde, and now
it feels nice to be in a team because you have other people that you're able to learn off of, other people that you're able to mentor. XP League and the coaching in general helps guide that along.
The first player spotlight for this week, J-Maker, and his favorite video games being Fortnite and COD. Of course, Fortnite, playing in the Fortnite League, and for his desired superpower being time travel. If only he could travel in time to see the end of this match. But for us, we will just have to wait and see how it turns out here.
XP League is very different from any other esports that currently exist. We have that week-to-week model where you're practicing and you're playing each week.
Be careful, number 4. Be careful.
Right now we have Anonymous Rob, Taco Time, Cash, and Mayme Money.
We are now bringing team-based esports, and it's local. It's in-person, connecting with coaches that are local. So really creating that community and that community center type of feel.
Cash going in there deep, using the shotgun, getting the knock, gets him. Lure to his, moving over to him. There's only one left, and he gives it up to Madison Marvel.
There's 1,000 kids playing soccer in Madison. We can have 1,000 kids playing competitive video games. I'm looking at 60 teams in a year.
We like Fortnite! We like Fortnite! We like Fortnite! We like Fortnite!
We have an amazing opportunity for these kids, not only to play in a community environment, team environment, but then it's about going on to the regionals and the nationals, which is quite an experience that these kiddos can get.
Good game.
Check it out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rep it.
It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
You guys are getting pretty wrecked by Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills. You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does? So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Fruit Siva!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice.
Go! Group in now! Push in! We don't have to get.
Good game.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are back with XP League Week 5 Summer Season Gold. So here we are with XP Void, a YT Fire Desert, and Zoki. And I definitely recognize Void. I've seen their name at the top of leaderboards plenty of times before. So this team, you know, this team's going to be one to look out for sure, for sure. I can see we've got 23 people hanging out across our YouTube and Twitch chat. If you guys are hanging out in the chat, let me go ahead and see you guys. Shout out your team, shout out your players. Who are you guys rooting for? How are you guys excited for the North American finals that are going to be happening next week? So, everybody in the chat, everyone who's viewing right now, I just want to give you guys a big thank you for supporting your teams, for supporting your players, and cheering them on as they play their hearts out and do their best during our XP League summer season. Let's go ahead and jump around the map here as these teams are making their loot pass. We've got 61 players in the lobby, so we will not have Storm Surge activate quite yet. That's not going to be happening for this round of this game. So let's take a look at these early engagement rules. So, no engagements are allowed until the third zone or when the Storm Surge activates. Once the third zone or Storm Surge is activated, engagements may then occur. So there will be no Storm Surge, so they're going to have to wait until the third zone. Engagements prior to the allowed period will result in point deductions and possible disqualifications. One early elimination will be -3 points, and it carries on like that until to a maximum of 9 points. Although if you keep doing it, you'll probably get more and more points invalidated, if not outright disqualified. So let's see how good our gold teams here are at following the early engagement rules. They should know by now. You know, we're 5 weeks into the season. A lot of these players have played in previous seasons, so they should be on top of it. I have total faith in these guys. We got Bruno Pug. Lovick's Hot Shot, and a Yoinked hanging out here at this POI, looting up, grabbing those mats. Look what so I was actually saying this in the earlier rounds in the silver. The biggest difference between silver and gold is just how many mats, how much they farm in mats right away. Like, you would see this amount of mats for a silver team in like the late game. And these guys are going ahead and making sure that they are kitted out from the get-go. Here we are back with Void. Looks like they're hanging out here. They like this loot spot. We've got XD Tooth, Maze, and Brink of Winning hanging out here. Oh, look at that! It's the new skin. Very nice. That's kind of that's the skin of the new loading screen of the vibin' season here. It's summer in real life, but it's also summer for Fortnite. So everyone's just vibing. You can see some boars hanging out over there, some wild boars, which are now rideable. They're now mountable. You can use them as vehicles. Move you around the map fairly quickly, and you can still shoot while you're on them. It's actually very hilarious. You know, I've seen like Doctor Strange riding a boar, shotgunning me down, and it's just kind of, you have to laugh when you see it because it's just so absurd. But that, you know, Fortnite's kind of this beautiful, absurdist playground where everyone comes together and just vibes. And rides hogs, apparently. So, XD Tooth, Brink of Winning, Maze, making their way into Condo Canyon here. And we are now in the first storm circle as it shrinks down. We're going to take a look at what kind of storm we're looking at for this game. And we're going to be centered here on this, on the maybe center right here of the map, encapsulating Tilt Towers, Sanctuary, and other BOIs that I don't necessarily know about. Hello, Dino Rex from the YouTube chat. Thank you for tuning in and interacting here. So they're making their way through here, through Condo Canyon. Fortnite's dynamic weather system has some fog rolling through. I want to see the twisters come into play.
I don't think I've seen the Twisters mess around with the final circles. I'd love to see kind of the Tornadoes get involved and make themselves a factor. Hexe and Neon Ridge taking the rifts out of here, rotating out into zone. Looks like they're making their way towards this area here. Rocking the Doctor Strange glider here. Dino Rex, this is gold. We're watching gold right now. So we've got a lot of players looting out, kidding out. We've got a Wake Forest team here. And just look at those mats. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. It always makes me proud to see these teams, you know, playing this early game well. And look at that positioning too. It's actually a pretty good position for them. They've got a good a lot of good options for rotating. They can use this river. They can use the roads. They've got a lot of options here for rotating in or out. And this is also like a pretty good loot area. Maybe not the highest tier of loot, but certainly enough that you know, they can't complain. All right, we've got our new storm circle. Let's take a look at what our next circle is going to be here. And it's going in dead center in the middle of the map, and you know, dropping a little goodie here to tempt the players. So it looks like we're gonna have tilted towers on the edge of Sanctuary, and whatever this POI is right here. Going in, and we'll have isn't this like the lake party area? So we may see some action going down there. That may be fun. I'd love to see an end game over the water. End games over the water are always super fun, super engaging. And here they are. I see a lot of players rocking this this weapon skin on all their weapons, kind of this like blue glow. I wonder if that's new to this season and so players are rocking it, or if it's just a fan favorite. Looks like teams here were trying to see who gets the boards, but Bruno lucks out on the boards here, and they'll be the ones riding in the boards. And just look at them go! Aren't they so cute? Aren't they so fun? You know, this is kind of the spookiness that you get when a bunch of teams are waiting for that early engagement, and they're all just kind of feeling each other out. Like, where are you guys gonna set up? Where are you guys gonna go? Because everyone's setting up, and you know, you might think, oh, setting up in this 1v1, 1x1 is gonna be good for us. We can set up right away. But you know, you're kind of leaving yourself in an open zone, especially if you're right smack dab in the very, very middle of the circle. All right, here we are with Storm 2 activating now. The circle is starting to close in. Let's see if we can't catch some players trying to rotate in. Looks like for the most part they're just kind of hurting these boars. Boars do indeed go burr. Yep, we got XD2 to bring a winning, and Maze rotating in from that storm circle. Let's see how they're approaching. They're coming in from the south side here. You got plenty of time, and you can always follow this river up. A little bit of separation there. I'm not sure what they saw there. Maybe they saw someone rifting out. Maybe they saw an opportunity to kind of shoot down some loot. Here we are back with Hexe and Neon Ridge, a duo going into this match. A duo can still do lots of work though, even in a trios game, so we'll have to see how they adapt their play styles to work together. I always love when teams coordinate their skins. I love seeing a whole trio of all Agent Peeleys or John Wicks or whatever, what have you. and that gold chain is pretty drippy for sure. Back here with the Wake Forest squad. They're set up. They've got their position. Teams are going to be tensing up now. Just a few short moments until chaos pops up. Here they are. They're in zone. It looks like they're looking for a peaceful kind of first start here. And now we've got Storm 3. Let's take a look at the we've got Storm 3, so let's take a look at this kill feed here. I believe things should start popping off any moment now. Yeah, you can see everyone's boxed up. And boom, a 120 right there. Yoinked, beautiful shot. The heavy. And everyone's playing it slow. No one's going too aggressive. No kills so far on the board. Maybe the map is just still too big, or maybe they're all kind of playing for that end game. Nobody wants to go out too soon, but regardless, it'll happen. Clue getting a knock on Gav, and it finishes them off with their rifle. Shay taking out Max Daddy. Clue getting the elimination on the squad. Clue, a very talented player. We see YT Fire Desert taking out Leo Gamer. Maze taking out Bat Maddox. Void taking out Leo Gamer as well. And Brink of Winning getting a knock on a Maddox. And this team's going to have a bit of a bad time. I mean, coming out here with a vehicle, just getting started on that build. It's going to attract a lot of attention. Lots of fire coming their way. We're down to 55 players in the lobby. Gray the Rambo knocks out Pancake Ninja. Here we've got a Cupertino team. These guys did really good last week. Awkwards, shotgunning down Snozy. Jack knocking out Yoinked. We just saw Yoinked, actually. Jack taking out Bruno Pug as well. If Jack can find the last one, that'll be it for them. Barebow fragging Jack's teammate, finishing the job. .53 players in the lobby. You can see how much slower and more methodical the play is here from the gold teams. Wacky Happy knocks out Baz. Baz, a very strong player. Let's move around a little bit, see if we can't catch somebody in the middle of the action. Serial here, rotating into zone. They've got their full squad up. Let's see, where's the rest of their squad? Can't quite catch them on the minimap, but looks like they're rotating in here from the other side. You can see a lot of teams just rifted. Clue picking up some extra kills. Jack picking up some extra kills as well. Taking down Yoinked again. Gray the Rambo and Shay picking up some kills. And here we've got some engagement going on with Serial, Baz, and Harry Squid. And Jack just lighting up the kill feed. We'll have to check after the match to see just how many kills exactly Jack got. Brink of Winning takes out an entire squad. Wow. This is a bad circle for Serial and their squad. They're going to have to rotate in, and there's a lot of eyes on them right now. How do you tackle this situation if you're Serial and them? They've got the mats to kind of tarp in, but whether they can do it quickly enough, I mean, just look at that. That's scary. That's a scary situation for them. Do they have any movement options on them? Looks like they've mostly got kind of just ammunition. Lots of mats, but how are they going to rotate out of here? How are they going to get all these eyes off them? Jack picking up another knock on a Wake Forest team. Looks like they found their opportunity. They're going to rotate out of here. Man, Jack going absolutely nuts right now. Let's see if we can't find Jack here. Well, we got Barebow Fraggins, one of Jack's teammates. So let's take a look at this team and how they're playing. Like, what are they doing that's letting them get so many kills here? Well, for one thing, they've got this massive build base here, and that's it right there. Jack hunts down the last of the Wake Forest Warriors and takes them out. Here we've got Dark Shadow, Awesome Dude, and Permissible Badapo rotating into circle, being a little wary of these builds, especially if you don't own these builds. You gotta be careful. You don't ever know what's behind it. Somebody's leaving themselves exposed. Nice, beautiful damage on them. Are they gonna go aggress? No, they're gonna box up right here. Play a little slower. And Jack picking up even more kills on Pancake Ninja. Pancake Ninja taking Awesome Dude with him now. Let's take a look here. This team is almost certainly in the lead right now, just based on eliminations. Sprinkle winning, knocks Burn, 67 with the shotgun. Clue takes down Pasadena. YT Fire Desert gets spashed. Jack on the board again. Multiple teams engaging right now. I think what's so special about this team right now is that they just know how to tackle a box. They know how to tackle a box build, and they know exactly what to do to kind of. They know the patterns and the habits that players have, and they play around them really well. Oh, look at that position! What a beautiful position for them right here. All right, that's enough of them. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Dark Shadow, a solo, not for long. They've caught the eye of another squad, and they're going to have to run. They're running back to their box here, but are they going to get chased down? I think so. It's only a matter of time before they get found. Especially with that storm rolling in. Dark Shadow's got a tall order in front of them. How do you get yourself out of this one, Dark Shadow? Do you have any movement? Nice movement, gets them out of there for now. But any stray shot will be enough. And Serial picks up EOM. 24 players left. Both of Serial's teammates go down. It's not their build, so they're gonna have to break out of it. Lots of fire going on right here. We've got a nice little fight between Shay and Clue, with Shay, Clue, and Anonymous going down. They've got their full trio. Void takes down a whole trio right there. Gray the Rambo, YT Fire Desert getting some knocks. Jack getting even more, gets a knock onto YT Fire Desert. And Jack gets knocked by Zoki. And just look at the speed of the building and the edits here. This is now, we are in the top echelon of Fortnite players. You can see just the smoothness. It's like this is natural to them as moving. If they see a team trying to tarp in, they're not going to let them. They're gonna wall them out. If you want to rotate into the zone, you're gonna have to get through us. Shay, beautiful shot, 107. And that's going to be a quick pickup for Clue, Shay, and Anonymous here. Beautiful little bit of aggression there. No more shields left on that player. Shay waiting a little bit for their team to catch up to them. They're not going to allow the flank. They're going to stay here on this ultimate high. Oh, that poor player locked in with a bunch of sharks. And we're down to our top 13. That's Solo hiding out somewhere in this build. Oh, and that's so powerful. With that grappling gauntlet, they're going to be able to move around so easily, just up and down. Ultimate high, ultimate low, wherever they want to go. Void takes out Clue. Let's see if we can't find Void and what they're up to right now. Gray the Rambo and their Cupertino teammate hanging on to life. Trying to keep a low profile. Zoki and Void. Everyone's basically in the same structure right now, just on different parts of it. Now Zoki and Void do have the advantage of a very, very strong healing item there. Serial goes down. Shay takes down Maze. They know someone's right there, right underneath them. Fox and JJ picking up lots of kills right there. Takes out a trio. And they're above. They looks like they're getting surrounded here a little bit. Trying to box them, tarp themselves out of here. Zoki pressure on all sides, keeping it cool. Tarping themselves out of there. Void sticking on them, sticking together, not getting caught in those builds. This is it right here. It's going to be between this team and the other trio here. Beautifully played. Shay picks up that Cupertino player. Now it's just Shay, Clue, and the other team against Void. And these guys, let's see how they're going to take this. Nice little build battle going on here between Shay and another player. Let's see how are they going to take this. It's just Shay here hanging out. Is it just a single player with two duos? Is that what's going on here? Is that what I'm seeing? Here we go. Storm almost shrinking. We've got almost no storm left here. It's all coming down to this. Sogi's got the shot. What can they do? And beautifully done there. Anonymous 33 able to finish it out. Well played to Shay, Clue, and Zoki right there in that end game. Beautifully played from our teams there. Just beautiful, beautiful team play. Beautiful end game. Really love to see our players going at it right up until the end. Super, super hype. Love to see it. We'll be right back with round 2. So keep it right here for more XP League content. So these teams have done their absolute best here in round 1, and we'll be right back with round 2. Keep it right here at twitch.tv/XP League, or if you're watching on YouTube, XP League HQ. So make sure to follow and subscribe, depending on what platform you're on. We'll be right back.
I was very interested in seeing what the 4 original teams that had played in the Summer League as a pilot had done.
Hey, all my junk racket!
I knew right away that I wanted to get involved after I saw their streams on Twitch.
I like the culture and the aspect of it. It's like youth sports for kids that don't play traditional sports, right?
I was looking for some way to give them the environment where they could really feel like they're making the last shot of the game, right? So they're actually getting that feeling that maybe kids that are more into team sports are naturally feeling.
And that is a shutout for the PB Magic.
And then all the tools that are given to you within XP League, we thought it's something that it's an experience we could give to the kids that they've never seen before, and something I dreamed about as a kid, being able to watch my games online.
Seeing how excited they are to come in for practice and matches, seeing them grow together as a team, the different teams, that's what I really love about it.
Marbles Gold, you guys will be this Saturday at 2 p.m. Remember, guys?
Seeing the naturally shy kids, and seeing how they, start coming out of their shell, and all the way, fast forward towards the end of a season, they've gained the confidence and they're actually taking like a leadership role. That's been really cool to see.
Being able to compete with friends in video games, wear a jersey, being able to tell your friends and family, hey, go on Twitch and watch me compete. just like the professionals do. Being able to give the kids that experience and seeing their face every time when they do that is just second to none.
And right here tonight, we have our Hanover Horde Gold team taking on our Hanover Heroes Gold team to move into the finals of the Gold division of this Overwatch season.
We had all the parents in the lobby sitting together watching the stream on the big screen. And they were critiquing their kids and screaming and cheering. They knew exactly what was going on in the matches. They knew who had the advantage, who had the numbers advantage, who had the best comp to counter the other comps.
Pizza Freak unleashes his ultimate, doesn't find anybody home.
Zarya just been putting in work all day.
That big send there from our Junkrat with the
Was the semifinals of the constellation bracket in the silver, our first ever time playing Overwatch. We were in the semifinals. We had both of our teams playing another team, one team in one room, one team in the other. They both won their semifinal match at the exact same time, literally at the exact same time.
Can you say finals for the Magic?
I'm seeing Coach Rob in one room pump his fist in the air. I'm hearing the other kids in the other room scream at the same time. They both come out to tell the other team that they won, and they come to find out at that very moment that they're facing each other in the finals. It was the most amazing thing. And I've been a coach and I've played sports my whole life, but that was probably one of the most amazing moments that I've ever been able to be a part of.
And I'm hearing a lot of good things in the Dragons room. We may have a Magic Dragon Palace Verdes finals.
It doesn't always start all roses. There's thorns along the way, and you grow from those moments when you're losing. You lose as a team, and you learn and grow together. I think our secret sauce in XP League is the Positive Coaching Alliance partnership, the focus on teamwork and sportsmanship that we bring to it. You know, it's not just kids coming to play video games. It's kids coming together as teams.
Not fun, it's nice.
Playing alone and doing okay on your own, especially on Fortnite, to switching it to, okay, it is a team, you know, what's best for the team. It's the connections that they're building. It's, you know, the relationships that they're building with their teammates and the coaches. And that's really where the value is in giving them the team sport experience.
Being able to give the kids an experience like if they're a professional gamer, no other youth sports can give that.
I don't think they know.
I can't watch my son live playing Little League Baseball with commentators wearing the same type of jersey that Mike Trout does. Using the same bat, the same cleats, the same, baseball stadium.
It's about going on to the regionals and the nationals. And that is an amazing opportunity for these kids.
And I think that's going to really help propel us into this next year of growth and expansion. You know, it's the Little League World Series.
Check it out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rep it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
You guys are getting pretty wrecked by Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Steve.
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. I need you.
Nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't
Good game.
Welcome back, everybody. What is up with it? I am Julian Torres, the Fortnite god, the best Smash Brothers player ever touch a controller. I love slots and I love memes, and I am stalling for time while I jump from the battle bus and get us into spectator mode. So, hello everybody hanging out in the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. This is the final round of the day. We are going into round 2 of XP League Gold. We saw some super awesome, super exciting matches happen. Super exciting match happened last round. We had 13 players in that final zone going at it. A really exciting finish between Clue, Shay, and a couple other players. I'm going to go ahead and pull up some of the stats, some of the details here. We'll see who the kill leaders were, and we'll see who had kind of the highest placements going into that final round, final parts of the match there. We'll know what teams, what players to look out for. So give me just one moment here while I get myself set up into the spectator. You know, every week we kind of do this. It's incredible seeing the difference in the level of skill that happens at the beginning of the season, and then from the middle of the season to the end of the season. We're right smack dab in the middle of the season right now, week 5, and these players, a lot of these players, especially the ones for whom this is their first season, they grow so much. And if they're like a silver player moving from silver to gold, I mean, the amount that they learn from the beginning of the season to the end of the season is just absolutely incredible. The biggest things aren't even usually their mechanical skill. Usually the biggest thing is their coordination as a team. And that's what separates the strongest teams from some of the mid placing teams. The strongest teams have the strongest coordination. Okay, but enough of my blabbering on. Let's go ahead and jump into the spectator here. We're checking out the Wake Forest Warriors, Blueberry, and the other Wake Forest Warrior, as they're looting up over here in the raceway. Let me get the stats pulled up here so we can check them out together. Let's check out that end game. There we go, and we can take a look here. We can see who our kill leaders were last game. Of course, the top tasting team is usually going to have a lot of kills, just kind of based on the fact that, you know, they were forced to earn their way there and be the last team standing, so they had to get some kills to get there. So Clue, the Necessin, or Tennessean, I think so, maybe. Shay got angles, racking up 8 plus 6, 14 kills, plus that first placement, tons and tons of points. So watch out for Shay and Clue there. They're killers, but I mean, Tennessean, 3 kills for themselves. I mean, that whole team is pretty scary there, pretty strong. Then we've got Zoki with 5, and their teammates not far behind with 2 kills each a pop. Void, YD Desert, and Zoki. And then jumping down here to the third placement team, we've got Foxy JJ with 6 kills, carrying their team a little bit here. Really, really strong play from Foxy JJ. Watch out for them. Really, really strong player for that Hanover team. And let's see who we can find who was a kill leader that maybe kind of went out a little earlier than might have been expected. Going out in 6, we've got Brink of Winning, XD Tooth, and Amaze. They built up quite a few kills on their way to the top here. Harry Squid, Baz, and Serial. We know that this is a strong team. They've taken home the Victory Royale a couple times before, and so make sure to keep an eye on them. But take a look at this. My goodness. Jack, 9 kills with a 9th place placement. So watch out for Jack. Jack seems like they're a super aggressive player. Yeah, it looks like Foxy JJ just did an amazing job, kind of is in this end game, staying alive till end game, and then playing their cards right and only taking fights that they knew they could win. Look at them there, just grabbing up placement points for their team. That's beautifully done. But man, look at that, 9 kills. That's got to be the most in the lobby for sure. Anybody else go out early with lots of kills? No, it looks like once you get past this kind of this section here, once you get into the top 13, that's when the kills start to come in. All right, let's jump back into the game and see what players are up to. All right, we're back in the game here with Wake Forest. Let's see if we can jump around and see who else we can find. Got Batmadix, Hook, and Lock and Roll. Batmadix scouting out, checking out the other teams, checking out the surrounding areas as they group up with their team. Rotating into the southeast side of the circle. Looks like we're going to be on the west side of the map this time around. And man, I just want to remind everyone to keep it right here at twitch.tv/XP League, and subscribe on youtube.com at XP League HQ, because next week the North American Finals, the top 24 teams? Top 24 teams from Fortnite are going to be at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida next week, and they are going to be playing their hearts out to get into the top 3 prizing. There's going to be, it's the one time a year that a lot of these players, they play each other all year. They see these familiar faces, these familiar names on the leaderboard, in the maps. They see them everywhere. They scrim with them. They practice. They talk on Discord. But North American Finals is that one time a year that these players get to see each other in person, and they get to, see their opponent face to face and show them, and it's just a really fun experience. The energy in the room is just absolutely amazing. The lighting and the food trucks are going to be so good. I hear there's some like legendary chicken wings or something that's going to be there. I'm not too sure about what we got there. I can actually pull up the info page in a bit if I want to talk about North American Finals more. But it's going to be absolutely amazing. Saturday and Sunday is going to be just chock full. We'll be live streaming basically the full day, just gameplay happening all the time, and we'll be making sure to roam around. If you see me and you want to get up on stream, you want to do an interview, flag me down if you think you've got some interesting stuff to say. We're going to be going around interviewing people on the scene, doing kind of man on the street type interviews, talking to people, getting the feel of the event, and kind of highlighting different people across XP League to let us know how they're enjoying the event, and maybe put a fun interview together. But yeah, we'll have the top 24 teams from Fortnite, and that's actually going to be most of the teams in this lobby. Most of the teams in this lobby are going to be flying out pretty soon. I've got my flight ready to go super early out of Monterey, flying out at, I think it's 6 a.m. So I've got an early night for sure this weekend, but I prefer the early flights. Get me in early, Get me there early. You know, I want to have some daylight when I land. So if you have any travel strategies or travel tips, you know, drop in the chat here. I'm sure many of our players are going to need them, especially if you're, you know, kind of flying out and you're a little jet lagged, you know, getting used to it. What I do when it comes to jet lag, getting used to different time zones and stuff, is I just let that first day kind of suck a little bit. You know, I just let that first day, my body's going to be tired, but that's okay. After the first day, I adjust to that time. I go to sleep at the right time, wake up at some at the right time, and then I'm good to go. But the true secret is coffee. Coffee is the true secret. Let's jump around a little bit, see if we can't find anybody else messing around this map. We got Condog, Corrosion, and Justin48 hanging out, driving around the map, trying to find a good spot for them to set up here. They've still got plenty of time. By plenty of time, I mean not too much time. They've got maybe 3 minutes before beginning of before engagement begins. Speaking of engagement, here's the rules for engagement. Early engagement. No engagements are allowed until the third zone or when Storm Surge activates. So once that third zone activates, then teams will be allowed to engage each other, but any early engagements will result in a deduction of points from players. So players got to be careful. Practice that trigger discipline. Yeah, here we've got their team right here. Looks like they find a nice spot that they like. Lots of hills, lots of high ground. They've got a building here for cover that they can kind of look out and get lots of sight lines on. I actually really like this storm circle that we've got coming in here. Another minute and 40 seconds until engagement begins. Let's jump around the map and see what other players are up to. I should have like a Fortnite bingo card here. See if I can cross it off, get Fortnite XP League bingo. Really strong mobility option here. We've got the field, we've got the amusement park within, we've got the amusement park in zone, so that's going to be fun. I would love to see some action go down here. Pasadena hanging out here, getting set up. Looks like they're looking for the high ground here. And here they are hanging out. Maybe they're, I believe that sound means they're a little low on gas there, so you guys might need to fuel up a little bit there in just a little bit. But we got Sudegree, Barabo Fraggins, and Jack. Jack was our top fragger with 9 elims last round. So keep your eyes for Jack in the kill feed. They're sure to make some aggressive plays and get up there with the kills again. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of Jack later on in this lobby. And here they are in the battle bus. Man, this battle bus is such a strong vehicle. Mutant Nutria lost to the storm. Breaking the builds a little early there, but that's okay. We've got engagement happening now, and teams are not wasting any time getting things started. So the battle bus is no longer the armored vehicle titan that he was. It's still a strong vehicle, but is now the party bus as it roams around the map, picking up partiers. King taking out YT Desert very soon. YT Fire Desert, strong player. Well, let's see what King can do here. Brink of winning, knocks out Max Daddy. Serial takes out Pancake Ninja. News for Jen. News for you, Jen. Takes out, finishes off Pancake. Brink of winning, gets the knock on hook. Let's see if we can't find anyone in the middle of the fight. Pasadena rotating around. Jack and squad with an amazing viewpoint right here. Setting up themselves. Looks like they're playing a little slower. You know, they've got their aggression out in the first round. Maybe they're going to play this one a little slower. A lot of mobility on this team between the hook gauntlet and these kind of impulse grenades. They've got a lot of movement here, so if they're in a bad situation, they can just kind of bounce out if they need to. Swapping up gear. Pasadena gets knocked to Foxy JJ. Foxy JJ, a really strong player. Zoki gets eliminated by Clue. Zoki, another top fragger from last round. Wake Forest taking the long way around. We've got eyes on another player here. They've been spotted, and it's time to engage. Let's see how they're going to take this fight. They're going to box up. Getting shot here from above. High ground advantage for the other team. I can see Blueberry and Wake Forest up there on the pushing around. Now they're caught in zone. XD Tooth takes out Batmatics. 47 players left in the lobby. No doubt we'll be down even more behind by the time this next Storm Circle starts out. Blueberry gets knocked, so that's one of the Wake Forest Warriors 5's teammates going down. Always stressful when you're getting shot at while you're trying to rotate in. I mean, just look at this. Wake Forest Warrior 5 trying to do their best here. They don't have mobility, but they have builds here. And what is perhaps a stroke of luck, a medkit dropped it right there, so they might be able to get it in time. Let's see if they can pop it in time. No, they get down to the knock. Their teammate is not going to be able to get them up, and that's going to be it for that squad. Well played to Neon Ridge, Hexe, and Drask Jojo, blocking the Wake Forest Warriors from getting into zone. Here we've got Little Pinecone, Wacky Happy, and Alpha Omega hanging out here, beautifully set up for zone. They've got their builds ready to go, and it looks like they're just playing chill. They don't want to attract any too much attention. Shay gets angles. Got angles, gets a knock on Anonymous with a beautiful sniper shot. Looks like it was pretty far. Let's see if we can't find somebody else playing aggressive. We got Fox Bay taking out an NPC. Shay taking out another squad right here. Kills racking up for Shay here. And a nice little rotation gets them back to their teammate. .38 players left in the lobby, almost in the top 10. Top 10 is really when the points start to rack up a little bit. So that's a really important break point. You want to be in the top 10. That's when the points start to go from maybe just 2 points for placing to about 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6 points, so on and so forth. They've got that impulse grenades, a bit of a get out of jail free card, and now they're on the other side of zone, blocking out another squad. Unable to get the knock there, but that's okay, as they're moving in to confront these other teams here. Looks like they're going to try and knock them back towards them. They've still got to keep moving. Storm keeps going. Bruno and Hotshot taking out Sudegree. Here you've got Shay, Clue, and Anonymous. Cupertino taking down Pasadena. Cupertino, another top placing team. Good to see them back in the end game. Neon Ridge taking out Bash. Serial takes down Barabo Fraggins, and Holly Springs Ninja going down to Neon Ridge. Looks like Neon Ridge and Holly Springs just had a fight, and looks like Neon Ridge came out on top. CNH Gamer, Foxy JJ, A-Switch, this time going into the final top 10, top 11 teams with their full trio. So that we should expect to see Foxy JJ, CNH Gamer, and A-Switch doing much better in this endgame. Clue knocking out some more players here. These guys just hanging out here. Use the impulse to fluff out. Try not to attract too much attention. Hot shot. Gray the Rambo takes out Foxy. Jack gets knocked. So that's a big knock right there on Jack. Looks like they're trying to get up the mountain here before any of the other teams can. We've got Neon Ridge. Looks like they're chasing down a player. Still 29 players left here? That's insane. The fact that we have 27 players still left in a zone this small is crazy. Sniper gets knocked out to the storm. Yoink gets down. Gets eliminated in the storm. News for Jen takes out another squad in the storm. Looks like there was a whole team just hanging out in storm. Or maybe they got caught trying to rotate in. And now it's just Neon Ridge left here for their team. Take a look here. Awkwards and Burn still in this, holding it down for their team. In zone already. Lots of mats, lots of heals, lots of movement. Looking good, looking set up. 23 players left. Justin 48, Condog and Corrosion, whole squad still up. But for how much longer? They've got some attention on them. Neon Ridge gets taken out, so that's going to be it for them. But they made it to the top 10, so good job, Neon Ridge. We're now in the top 6 teams here. As Wacky Happy and Cupertino picks up another knock. Cupertino taking another knockdown on Alpha and Omega. 1 player left. Cupertino takes out Wacky Happy, takes out Alpha Omega. That's 2 extra points for Cupertino. Well done. And here they are, a solo actually going into this. Man, this must be a strong player if they're able to make these plays happen solo. And now things are going to quiet down a little bit. We're in the top 5 teams now. Foxy JJ still got their full trio. Clue takes down News for Jen. News for Jen was lighting up the kill feed just a little bit ago. It looks like there's another team right here in this building. Looks like they're trying to find them. Yep, teams on both sides here. Yeah, they got a team above, team to their, and 2 teams to their sides. Yeah, it looks like they're in a bad spot right here. They're gonna have to rotate out of here. Or at the very least, try and get the heat off of them, not on someone else. Team above, team below, team on both sides. Seems like they can't go anywhere without running into a team. Not Clutch. Looks like they're solo going into this final zone. We've got Shay, Clue, Anonymous. These are a strong team. A-Switch knocking on gets the knock on knock clutch. And here we've got Clue. They're just gonna hang out, get their heels going, rotate back into zone. Lots and lots of mats. They're looking healthy. Beautiful knock right there. Foxy JJ takes down Cupertino and Pinecone. Clue cleans up the kill right there, but Clue gets caught out by Foxy JJ. Foxy JJ, super strong player. Very mechanically gifted. Strong fragger for the Hanover team. Condog takes out A-Switch. Corrosion finishes him off. Only 7 players left. Another one gets taken out. Foxy JJ sees an opportunity to get the knock. But death from above. Anonymous gets it. Shay got angles, Clue, and Anonymous finish it out for the victory royale. Well, good. Well played to these teams. All of them played amazingly. I mean, we had 30 players right there in that end game, and that was beautiful. We got to see some really high-level play there. I'd love to see some analysis of these matches. Go back through these replays, see all the angles that we couldn't see before. And we'll be right back with some more matches. So keep it right here at XP League, twitch.tv/XP League and XP League HQ on YouTube.
Check it out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.